Hello everyone. Okay, I was muted off, so I guess here it goes again. Um, so I will be drawing today, continuing the Valorant hype, I guess, with this art piece. Um, yeah. So one thing you should know about this character is that her name is Sage, and I kind of main her in this game. So I'm hoping that this art piece will turn out decentish. And yeah, I'm a bit tired to be honest, so I will most likely be um, a bit more on the silent. Uh, okay, so I noticed that the stream already started out with some scuff. Okay, so I hope it's okay now. I kind of chose a different kind of background music, and um, I assume two different ones were going on at the same time. Okay, so I hope you could hear what I just said, but once again, just in case if it wasn't understandable, I will be a bit more on the silent part myself today, just because I'm a bit tired. I worked tons today. I received some new merch. I already packaged them, and I also did some other preparation stuff for some upcoming conventions. So I'm hoping that I can have a chill drawing session for this stream. And I do hope that some of you will join with me in the creative segment, I guess, and just, let's get creative together. I'm honestly like so out of just the whole flow of creating art that I'm setting a really small goal for today, is which is basically just getting the line art done. It's nothing it's nothing extra. Her design is pretty simple, and also I also just simplified it even more, so it will be probably a quick one, but we'll see. Okay, and just copy pasting anything. I feel like I can just clear up a little so I can use it in the actual line art. But I'm not really happy with her eyes at this point. This one feels a bit off. Hi, I can hear you. I just came to lurk. Thank you so much, Benny. Yeah, that's totally fine. I also do hope that some of our lurkers today are also creating something creative, whether if it's art, or I mean like drawing, but also other kinds of art mediums. If you're creating something, let me know, because I'm pretty interested and just really happy when someone tells me about what they're creating alongside my stream. So that's good. And once again, I will probably have issues with looking at the stream, just because I have a pretty weird setup right now. But I do see you, Baguette, here. Welcome. Hope you had a nice day today. You know what? This little fix with the angle of, this piece, I think I fixed what I had issues with. And maybe make this piece or this segment a bit more rounded. I think that also is something that I kind of find weird. So, yeah. Maybe make it a bit more rounded because I think it was a bit flat before. Maybe we can just increase this eye's size a little because it feels a bit weird at this point. Okay, I definitely think that this is the right move. I also should just give it a bit more of a curve here so it can match the other side. I always think that I'm done with my sketches by the time I sit down to stream, but I always find something to fix before getting started with the line art. I think that's like my greatest nemesis in art is getting to the line art. I already thought about this, so I might be just repeating myself at this point, but my feelings haven't changed. I actually want to see a little more curve with this one. You know what? This doesn't look too good, even though it kind of like is a bit more similar to what it was before. So I don't know. This eye looks okay, but this doesn't. Make it make sense. And before I thought this eye was the good one. No, different tool. Thank you. Okay, her eye is just so off at this point. I feel like every time I try to fix the little things that I think will fix it, it just goes even worse. I love drawing eyes, but at the same time, I hate drawing eyes. It's just too complicated, especially at an angle, because I try to make them look as similar, make it look like it's the same pair of eyes, but even just change of the shape, like small details can make huge changes. I think we can lower this one just a tiny bit. Okay, it should be fine now. I'm honestly like pretty interested to see the changes that I've did because it changed both of the eyes size and just shape and angle. So let's see if I can make it visible. Thank you very much. It's probably a bit better. So I guess I'm not complaining. I can, still choose this sketch version if I end up liking it more, I guess. Okay, I think I will just copy paste most things because these sketch lines are like pretty neat. And if you know me or you know my art, you know that I prefer using my sketch lines for the outline. So I guess it works. So let me just add those. Okay, probably did a mistake with combining those parts, but I guess it's a small price to get this whole thing get going. Excuse me. Okay. Wrong layer once again. It should be good. welcome. How's your day so far? Glad to see you in my chat. And let me zoom out of the art piece I've been working on. It's it's getting somewhere. Yeah, there's still some bits and pieces that I need to fix before I can call it a finished line art. But I think we're pretty good. Oh, also, Johnny, I was just remembering. I wanted to ask if you already tried some recommendations from our, food talk the other day in the Discord server. I just wanted to check in if you had any experiences so far, and if you had, what were your thoughts about the Hungarian, food culture? We gave a pretty hefty list, so I guess it might take some time to try them all. But it's always really, um, really interesting to hear people trying our foods for the first time. So, yeah. Okay, so I think we are done with the line art. I know it's not like, an extra special line art with a bunch of details, but I'm pretty surprised to be honest. Just based on last week's stream where I took like about 2 hours to get one outline done, which is a new low for me. I'm usually pretty fast, but I guess it was a talkative stream, so um, there was other things going on at the same time, so I guess it's fine. Um, and I think we can continue with the coloring. Maybe we can finish it on stream. I'm not sure, but it's certainly a good surprise. So yeah, I usually start coloring from, I go from skin to hair to other details. So that's what we're starting out with. And I usually like to use my selection tool and kind of choose all of these, line art parts so that I don't have like, any any pixels that aren't like, selected next to the line art, like all of these little guys here. I guess it's not visible from afar. It's just, something you can see from really, really up close. But I just like this method, so I guess we can use it ourselves. I'm gonna do a quick color pick, but I guess it won't be, a totally necessary one. This 3D model that I'm using, you can see it in the corner. It's using a lot of shades and shadows, and I'm not really happy for that because I just go from a really light base and I usually just shade the skin and other parts of a drawing so I can like build up a tone with that. It's definitely not the same colors, you can tell, not even the line art. Sorry, not the line art, the highlights are this. Oh, okay, it's pretty close. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but these are two different colors. It's pretty close though, so I guess it will be good. But it was a bit more on the yellow end, which might be worth a try. Just get some opacity on that so we can see how it works. I might want to add just a simple line art here so we can have this little part, be important with making sections and stuff. Okay, that was kind of bad. I guess we'll roll with this one. It's nothing extra, but I guess it adds a bit of, extra detail, so I guess it's fine. And let's get the hair done, which is usually my favorite part to color in. So exciting stuff. And Sage has a big chunk of hair, so I didn't bother like adding a line here. I feel like her hair would go like this, more like this, so maybe we can even add something here so it doesn't look that weird, but it's like disappearing right behind her neck. You can try it. This piece of line art is also kind of weird, but I guess we can see it for ourselves. Okay, I was kind of nervous that it wasn't gonna look like her, but by just adding these two colors in to the art piece, it looks so much like her. Okay. I'm really happy with that, because like I get really anxious about making characters not 100% look like themselves. So little details can even mess up my mind and make me believe that I'm just drawing someone who's cosplaying that character instead of that character being drawn, you know? But I feel like I did a pretty good job with her. I don't know. I like it so far. So I hope that doesn't change. And if I already mentioned it, let's adjust a tiny piece of outline here so we can have some more hair action going on this side as well. And you know, we can always delete this little section, but I'm just interested in how it's gonna look like. Okay, not this dark. You know what? It may be a bit too much with this. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it's not that bad. It's just might be a little bit too much. Okay, maybe pulling it a bit closer so we can have just a tiny piece of hair here. I don't think that's gonna look good. Okay, one more. Make it more curved. Let's try and bring in some correction. Okay, that was something. And okay. Okay. It's not bad, but it's also not good. So I am just clueless if I need that extra hair sticking out. Because it's starting to make more sense without that little part, because it's definitely not that many hair that, like, you know, would overflow to this side from this view. But I am just kind of lost. Okay, I'm getting a bit tired, so we can definitely make it a bit faster. So I will have everything done. Okay, just a tiny bit. If it also doesn't look good, I'm just gonna leave it, to be honest, and never bother with it again. Just a tiny piece of hair so we can have, like, you know, something going on. But that's so small, I'm not sure if it's, like, you know, even needed. What? You know what? That makes sense. It's not much, but it kind of does it for me. So we're sticking with it. And I love coloring in the eyes next, so we can have a little more life, you know, in our character. And okay, so I need to Google what color her eyes are. I think it's brown. It's probably brown, to be honest. But, you know, just making sure, double checking it. Okay. Let me Google it and make sure we have all of these details correct, because I would hate to make important details like the color of her eye wrong. So oh, okay. So from what I see, the splash art has a bit of green in it. I guess it's from, you know, just the glowing earring. Let me pull it out. So like just a tiny bit of green, but I guess that's coming from here maybe. But other than that, it looks brown. So we can I'm honestly not sure. I really don't want to, like, you know. I do think it's brown though, because you can see it in the model. It doesn't have like any greens. So let's stick with brown. We can always change it if I just feel like it. So yeah. If you're new, you might be wondering, where do I color in the eye? It's just me drawing on top of it. I don't really pay much attention to eyes. It's weird. I feel like most artists put a lot of details into their characters' eyes. I just like to keep it simple and just, you know, straightforward. I also think it would look so out of place with how my art style looks. So I just like sticking with simple eyes. It does it for me. Like, I'm honestly loving the extra detailed eyes, but just it couldn't be me. So I'm leaving it for the eye pros. And let's see. I usually do, like, what is this called in English? I don't know. But I usually put a white dot here instead of a black one. But I'm not sure if it's gonna fit her or look good with what we have going on, because all of, like, you know, really deep colored eyes doesn't really have like much shining, and she doesn't have any shining in her eyes here. So I'm not sure if I want to make this big of a contrast, but I just want to see it for a quick second so we can decide, you know. Okay, so let's see, do two different versions. So okay, so I think this is the better one. This just doesn't feel right with her, even though I usually go with this setup when it comes to drawing the eyes, but it just doesn't make so much sense with her. Let me change, you know, make it a bit more presentable. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. You know what? I also like this one. but I feel like this fits her more. If you have any opinions, let me know, because I'm a bit lost. But I have no idea. So I'm leaving this one up to you guys. You can decide. I really like both, so. But both would be too much. I think we can agree with that. Okay, I'm gonna stick with this one just for now, and we can come back to it at the end of the stream. So, we'll see. We'll see. I completely forgot to put some lines here for this inner white part. So I guess we can still work on the line art even in the coloring segment. Okay, please work. Okay. Just adding a little more to it. I honestly love her color schemes so much. Like, it's so simple yet I feel like it's really good. I'm also a sucker for a white, black and white color scheme, and with like one or two colors next to it, and that making up, like, you know, the whole identity of a character, if that makes any sense. So it kind of like, if I see all of these colors next to each other, I can, like, you know, just instantly remember that's that character. And I feel like there's this situation going on with Sage. If I look at, like, you know, black, white, this turquoise-ish color, or just like, it's not really turquoise, it more is like a turquoise, but I'm thinking of this color. It just gives Sage, so I'm liking that. Okay, continuing on with okay, I like it so much more. Okay, so this is getting somewhere. Let me add some more colors with this. Okay, the size difference is just screaming at me. And what was my idea here? I don't know. Okay. You guys can probably tell that I am a bit tired at this point. I've been awake for, I don't know, like, way too long. So if I'm done with the colors, I'm going to sleep, like, as soon as possible. But I just really want to get this done, so. Okay. I think it feels better with this change size, so me just adjust some details. Okay. Looks better, so I'm not mad about this one. Expect for the fact that I have to recolor this section, but I guess it's fine. Wrong shade again. Okay. I'm gonna make it a bit more saturated on the dress part, just because I usually leave the eye color and teeth to pure white. I don't like anything else to be pure white. That's just a stylistic choice, I guess. Even if also like this is kind of like more like a dirty white, so we can definitely change the shade just a bit more, so we can have the proper colors. Okay, I think we're doing really good. Just before I forget, I wanna give some coloring here as well. Okay, not the red layer, this one. We need this one. Okay. Once again, I know my layers. Thank you very much. Okay. Since we are done with the very base of the colors, I will switch back to my mic off so I can shade in the things a bit faster, and we can decide if we like the end result or not, if there's anything to change. So yeah. Okay, so I think we are done with the art piece. Let me get some background action going on. Just a simple color so that I can see that I'm done with it. I usually just use a simple colored line art for all of these pieces, so I can know which file I'm still working on. If I'm still working on it, I will probably have like this kind of gray background, but if I'm done, I usually have something colorful. So that is done, and let's not save our references because those aren't that important, but we do have to save this one. So just a quick moment. Okay, I'm still debating on which eyes to give her. I'm honestly loving both, but I think this one gives some more Mayren, if you know what I mean. So I might stick with this one just because I still do think that it fits her. I will probably change this a bit more so it won't be as wonky as it is at this point. Let me just adjust. Okay, I think we are done. Okay, I hope you guys like this art piece. I am pleasantly surprised how fast I was with this, to be honest. I mean, you can tell it's not that difficult, and just, it wasn't like an extremely detailed design, but I still had lots of fun drawing her. As just like I mentioned, Sage is the main agent I use in Valorant, so I hope you all think that I did justice with her. Or if you don't know her, then I hope you like the art piece. And if you also know her, I also do hope you like the art piece. So yeah, I think that was it for today's stream. I'll be back on Friday for a casual gaming stream. I am not sure what I will be playing because my new obsession with Valorant might convince me, but there's also this new game, Wuthering Waves, that I never streamed before, obviously, since it came out like a week ago. So that's also an option, and I have some, regular, I guess, crowd favorites, those being Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. So we have quite a few options. I guess we can talk about it in the Discord server. So if you haven't joined to our Discord server, feel free to do so. It's a lot of fun in there. Let me just get the invite link for you in the chat. I hope to see you all there, and hope to see you all on Friday's stream. Or if you're interested for more art action, feel free to check out my Instagram, or our next stream, the one after Friday, is coming on Saturday. I will most likely be working on some art stuff, so if gaming isn't for you but art is, feel free to come back on Saturday for more of this. So yeah, thank you all so much once again for coming by, and see you all on the next stream. Bye bye.